Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel. So today I have a pregnancy update for you guys. I think the last time I did a pregnancy update, I want to say 14 weeks along. Didn't even know the gender of baby. And as of tomorrow, I will be 26 weeks, I think. Again. People ask me all the time how far along I am, and I literally have to open the app on my phone because maybe it's third baby problems. I don't know, but I don't keep up with it as much as I did, especially with my first one, but not so much even as the second one. So for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm Chrissy. I make videos every week, cleaning, lifestyle, some motherhood, all kind of stuff really. And we have two little girls, Brooklyn, who is 5, Mackenzie, who is 2.5, and we are pregnant with baby girl number 3, Addison. So she is due in August, and I'll kind of talk a little bit about that in a second. But I'm just gonna follow the same questions that I followed in my previous pregnancy update. I will put it up here, link it down below. You can go back and watch that if you're new. So let's get started. So how far along are you? Like I said, I'm 26 weeks tomorrow. I'm filming this on a Friday and my weeks start over on Saturday. So, well, I start a new week on Saturdays. So tomorrow I'll be 26 weeks. How much weight have I gained? I have gained about 14 pounds. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's bad. Honestly, it's still at the point when I wake up, I barely even look like I'm pregnant, and at the end of the day, I look like I'm 10 months pregnant. So I think that's normal. I gain a lot of weight in my face and in my arms when I'm pregnant. Also my belly, obviously, but a lot of weight gain in my face and in my arms. I gained, with Brooklyn, I think I gained about 40 or 45 pounds. It was a little bit less with Mackenzie, and then this one, I don't know if it'll end up being less or more. I don't know. So gained about 14 pounds so far. Stretch marks, no. Like I said in my previous video, I inherited really great genes from my mom. Thank you, Mom. So none so far. Symptoms, so I feel fine as of lately. About, let's see, I guess it was like probably weeks 20 through about 24, I would say. I was pretty miserable. The exhaustion kind of came back a little bit, but more than anything, I was so sore. So the way that I felt a couple of weeks ago was exactly how I felt at the end of my pregnancy, my second pregnancy with Mackenzie. Literally thought the baby was gonna fall out at any given minute. TMI. I was so extremely sore down yonder. I could barely walk. It was just a miserable time. It was actually pretty scary. I was cramping a lot. Not anything like Braxton Hicks major, but just, I mean, cramping a lot. I think a lot of it had to do with I was just kind of dehydrated. I wasn't drinking enough of anything, let alone water. And so I just woke up one day and it was gone. So I don't know what that was about, but it was a little bit scary, but it was even more just, I was pretty miserable. So how am I sleeping? I'm actually sleeping really, really great. I have kind of found, I have never owned a pregnancy pillow with either of my pregnancies. I don't know, up until now, I really haven't seen the point. So I just put one pillow on the side, one pillow on the side, and I make my husband sleep on the edge. Sorry, babe. But I've just kind of found what works best for me. I diffuse oils to help me sleep. So honestly, lately, I've been sleeping really well. Cravings. So I didn't have any crazy cravings with Brooklyn or Mackenzie, which was kind of a bummer, but I think my husband was kind of grateful. With this pregnancy, there is stuff that I want, but nothing that I'm like, I have to have right now. Go get it for me. Like I said, I crave fruit. I could literally eat I could eat an entire watermelon all by myself in one sitting. So fruits. Actually, the past week I've had a weird sweet tooth, which is not like me at all. I've never honestly ever had a sweet tooth, but I don't know if it's because like my husband has made brownies for the girls and we have cookies in the house, so I'm just kind of like eating it all. I don't know. As far as the weight gain goes, it's probably more than 14 pounds at this point, but this week I've kind of just wanted sweets. I don't know. It's just been kind of weird. Also, we went to the Cheesecake Factory last week and we ordered a new dessert. It was called their limoncello. And if you watched my previous video, you know I've kind of had a thing for lemon. So this dessert, you guys, was one that literally the other day I texted my husband and I was like, I'm gonna need that dessert. I didn't end up getting it, but it's basically like just a really light, kind of like a shortcake type of cake. I don't know. I'm not a dessert junkie, so I can't really explain it, but it had a little bit of lemon in it. We had ice cream with it, strawberries. It was just amazing. So I guess if I had to pick one thing that I have really been wanting, it has been that dessert. Gender, baby girl, third baby girl. Do you miss anything about not being pregnant? I don't remember if I talked about this in my previous pregnancy video, but I just don't like being pregnant. I mean, it's just not one of those things that I enjoy. I know a lot of people enjoy being pregnant and they could be pregnant for the rest of their lives and be fine. It's just not something that I love. I don't know why. I just feel like when my clothes start to not fit right, I just don't feel myself. My hormones are all over the place. I don't know. I would just rather not be pregnant. Yeah, so I don't enjoy being pregnant. Don't hate me for it. Don't judge me for it, but it's just not something that I enjoy. I will miss having babies around the house though. I don't know if this is gonna be our last baby. My husband is totally fine. He has made it clear to me, like, you know, I'm okay with this being the last baby, right? And I'm like, yes, I get it. I would love to have a fourth, but like I said, I don't enjoy being pregnant. So I don't know what we're gonna do. We will probably evaluate once Addison turns 1 and we'll see. I don't know. Like I said, I would love to have 4. I come from a family of 4 kids and loved it, still love it. So I don't know. This may be the last baby, but probably not. Okay, let's see. Anything make you queasy or sick? I wake up in the mornings feeling pretty nauseous. I don't know why, but once I get some food in me, I'm okay. Normally that is just like a banana, because I don't wake up super hungry, but I do wake up a little bit nauseous. Anytime I lay, obviously, like on my back for a certain period of time, which I know is not good. Like if I'm laying on the couch watching TV and I'm kind of like on my back, I get a little bit nauseous. Obviously, if I go an hour without eating, I get a little bit nauseous. But as far as like foods and stuff or smells, nothing really at this point is making me sick or queasy. Labor signs, I talked a little bit about that a second ago. Like weeks 20 through 24 were a little bit scary. But nothing as of now, so that's good. Do you have everything ready for baby? Or do you have anything ready for baby? She could come now and she would be fine. The only thing left, well, I say that's not exactly true. I do still need to buy a bassinet to go beside our bed because she will sleep in here for the first couple months. So she still needs a bassinet, and we still need I think we're just gonna buy a stroller frame for our car seat. And then once she outgrows the infant car seat, we'll just buy a stroller, or kind of see where we're at with Brooklyn and Kinsey, kind of what our stroller situation needs to be. Let me know in the comments if you have 3 kids, what your stroller situation is. Brooklyn at that point may be too big for a stroller, so we can just move Addison into the double stroller with Kinsey that we already have. So I don't know, we'll evaluate when the time comes, but I'm probably just gonna get a stroller frame for now for our car seat. The nursery is pretty much ready, other than just some decoration things. So I still would like to get some things for the walls and shelves and all that kind of stuff, but the crib is put together and ready, and she pretty much has everything she needs. Of course, there's a few wants that I'll probably pick up before she comes, but as far as needs, she could probably come. Just let me get that bassinet first. Okay, so going back to the due date, her due date is August 17th, which is a really bad time. So, saying that, Brooklyn starts kindergarten. She'll be going to public school kindergarten, so she will actually start kindergarten about 2 days. It's 2 or 3 days after my due date. Kinsey's 3rd birthday is 2 days before my due date. So honestly, it's just, I would feel major mom guilt if I missed first day of kindergarten and 3rd birthday. I don't know, call me crazy. I would just feel awful if I was in the hospital during one of those events. So saying that, I asked my doctor at my last appointment, which was probably, I think it was it last week? 2 weeks ago. I asked my doctor his thoughts on inducing me. And when I went in, I was kind of under the impression that he would be like, oh, absolutely, like, no, like, we'll just, But I asked his thoughts and he was like, yeah, sure, like, no problem, we can do that. And I was like, really? Now, to be completely honest, I haven't been induced with either of my girls. However, I have been put on Pitocin with both of my girls once I got to the hospital. Brooklyn, I had really high blood pressure, and so when I got to the hospital, I think I was at a 2, so technically they could have sent me home, but because my blood pressure was so high, they just started me on Pitocin and kind of induced labor that way. Kind of same with Mackenzie, although I didn't have high blood pressure. I sat in triage for forever, and then they were like, well, just go ahead and start you on Pitocin and get this thing going. Both of my labors were actually really fast. I was in labor with Brooklyn for 6 hours, and about the same with Mackenzie. So once I got to the hospital, from the time I got to the hospital to the time they were born, it was about 6-7 hours. So it was actually really fast. So, but saying that, Brooklyn was also 3 weeks early. Kinsey was a week late. And I know a lot of people say, like, your timing, it'll kind of be the same with all pregnancies, not mine. So it's not like I could be like, all my babies were early, so this baby will probably come early, or all of them were late, so this baby will probably come late. I have no idea when this baby will decide to show up. So I did ask my doctor about inducing me, and he was totally 100% like, yeah, we can do that. Like, if you want to do that, that's fine. So if he had any hesitation about it, like, we'll talk about it, like, let's just wait and see, then I would have been like, okay, like, well, we just won't worry about it. But since he was like 100% game, I was like, well, we may just do that then. So I don't know, I may change my mind closer to time, because you obviously don't schedule them until closer to your due date, but we'll see. It is something that I'm heavily considering though, just because, I don't know, I don't want to miss the other 2 things that are going on that week. So, okay, I think that's all that I wanted to update you guys on as far as this pregnancy goes. I don't even know if I'll do another one. Maybe right before baby comes. Not sure. Yeah, so I think that's gonna be all of my updates for this video. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more baby videos, like I said, if you're new, welcome, so glad to have you. Make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss any other videos. And we will see you in our next video. Bye.